Greetings, fiends. Welcome back. It's Keith doing some more horror comics video stuff. I have a really nice pre-code collection, and eventually I'm going to get to that. But for today's video, I wanted to focus on something a little bit more recent-ish, and that would be Richard Corben and some of his Edgar Allan Poe adaptations, especially this one here, Spirits of the Dead. It's a hardback. It's put out by Dark Horse in the fall of 2014. Okay, yeah, we're in the summer of 2016, but I just got this. It's been on my radar for a while now. And you know how it is, collectors. There's just so much stuff out there that's good that, you can't always get it as soon as it comes out, right? Especially if you're an avid back issue collector like me, which is, generally the focus of my collecting. Anyway, I finally did get around to getting this. Got it on Amazon. Man, if you don't have Amazon Prime, I highly, highly recommend it. You can find these books, not just this, but, books in general, reasonable rates. With Prime, you get free shipping, so I would say if you make 2 purchases in a month, you're already making up for what you pay in your Prime fees just in shipping alone. And Sunday delivery. This came on a Sunday. Love it. Can't beat that. And stuff usually gets to you in I don't know, 3 days, 2 days. It's great. Anyhow, enough of that. Richard Corben, probably, I would say, my second favorite living horror artist after Bernie Wrightson. He has an amazing, unique style. Now, what this is that Dark Horse came out with is, it's beautiful. I mean, it's all in full color. It's over 200 pages of material. And it's a bunch of collected Poe stories, obviously, with the foreword by Thomas Inge. But you have here, let me just rattle off some of the adaptations that Corben does. Alone, City in the Sea, The Sleeper, The Assignation, Berenice, Morella, Shadow, Fall of the House of Usher, Murders in the Rue Morgue, Mask of the Red Death, The Conqueror Worm, The Premature Burial, The Raven, The Cask of Amontillado, and then there's a cover gallery. Corben has such a beautiful, unique style. Let me try to find a good example for you. This is kind of cool. You can see that. Some of the stuff I believe he does with an airbrush. I mean, he's been around a long time. He got to start in the undergrounds, doing comics such as the original Death Rattle. This I scored for $16 and change. Wow, well worth it, folks. If you're a horror comics fan, I mean, come on now. Edgar Allan Poe, okay? Richard Corben, what a combo. Trying to find another really nice looking example to show you here. Sorry, I'm really probably passing all kinds of Prime stuff. But anyway, this is interesting. The Fall of the House of Usher, okay? What Dark Horse did is originally they put out floppies, all right? Now, I don't have all the floppies. I have a couple. like this, which combined Morella and Murders in the Rue Morgue. And I also have this one, which was The Raven and The Mask of the Red Death. Okay, so there were a couple other ones. House of Usher, Conqueror Worm. But this is not the first time that Corben has tackled Poe. Over the summer, I went to the Indiana Con, and I scored this. Okay, this is Corben doing Poe from as far back as, like, now this was printed in 1985, okay, by Catalan Communications. He did it with Richard Margopoulos. I believe Margopoulos adapted the comic script, and of course Corben did the art. And now this was collected works too, from stuff that came out in like 74, 75, 84, and 85. Now this whole thing was collected in 85, but you see in here there is an adaptation of Shadow, which is a different version than the one that appears in the Dark Horse Spirits of the Dead. And then you also have The Fall of the House of Usher. Okay, another entirely different adaptation. And if you can find this, it's really cool. I mean, Corben just has this really unique look to his work, and it fits the horror genre so well. Another thing I want to touch on here is these were also printed in other places, okay, such as The Raven. All right, The Raven in this was first published, and this is kind of funny, in Creepy number 67. Now, why is it funny? Well, if you see, the cover blurb says, "A small boy's pet lurks in the dark. Spooky cellar. Bowser." Okay? Now, Bowser is a Corben story. And even if you look here in the table of contents, page 35, Bowser. Well, guess what, folks? You get to page 35. It's not Bowser. It's not Corben's Bowser. It's The Raven. Okay? And this is the version that appears in the Edgar Allan Poe thing here. So anyways, great editing, Bill Dubay. Way to go, buddy. It's that Warren quality control. Just kidding, man. I love Warren. Anyhow, if you can find the floppies, I guess floppies are what we're calling, what I used to just generally call comic books. But if you can find these, pick these up. And by all means, if you can, pick up the Dark Horse hardback. Okay? It lists for $24.99. If you can find it at your local comic shop, I'm sure you can get it for cheaper. And I know you can get it cheaper on Amazon. So anyways, that wraps this up. I'll be back another time, probably showing you some pre-code stuff. Thanks for watching.